Hello and happy gaming, everyone. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and this is another episode of The Legend of Bumbo that I recorded really late at night, or really early in the morning, depending on how you look at it, and did not do the voiceover during that time because I didn't want to wake anyone up, because I'm trying to be a good little boy. So this is going to be another run that's going to try to take Bumbo the Brave all the way through to the end, because I want to try to get every character through, because that's how you unlock things. It's just like Binding of Isaac, at least in that regard. Do things with different characters, get different rewards. Hey, I'm game. That's replayability, baby. So, I've got myself some snacks, which I may get up and get another snack yet, because this is kind of a longer video. Also got myself a drink. So, with the things that I've been learning about that game, I've been trying to find ways to maximize my moves and make everything go as smoothly as possible. I'm also now realizing that I may want to lower the volume of the game when I go to splice all of this together, but, you know, one step at a time here. I'm also noticing that I had the ability to actually end that fight right there and didn't take it, so oh well. Mistakes happen. We're not all perfect. That having been said, I do feel that this is a pretty good run. That rainbow finger? Excellent. You're gonna love that item. So, ooh, pardon me. I'm a burpee boy. So, I did notice that this game got updated to version 1.0.7. And I do believe that that's introducing some things that I've been asking about for a while. Such as, why can't I skip items in the item room if I don't want them? It's a good defensive move there. And, you know, just other, like, minor gameplay grievances that, although not necessarily strong deal breakers, are definitely things that I think are worth bringing up, because it does kind of play with the enjoyment of the game, and I think that they're things that are just plain good to have fixed. Yes, I just realized the power that I have at my fingertips. Delicious. Yeah, Rainbow Finger is amazing. I love that item. Now I know that patch also brings with it some minor buffs and debuffs to other things. I will find out about that when either when I play the game next, or next time I just, you know, read up on the news. Look at that nice double move there. But just keep in mind, the next time I play, it will be version 1.0.7. I'm hoping that the bug fixes and the balance changes make the game overall better, and don't screw with things that I really, really like. Because make no mistake, it is possible for that to be the case. Oh, hey, I now feel like a real YouTuber. You wanna know why? I got my first Content ID claim. Not a copyright claim, fortunately. It's not that bad. But in my Stanley Parable playthrough, I got to the ending where you get the really trippy background and the funky time music and the colors. I know that's not saying much, but you know, you can just watch the video. I'm in the process of trying to mute the music on that, because if y'all are going to be so ignorant as to think that I did that to try to skirt copyright, y'all are ridiculous, and quite frankly, I don't think y'all deserve the money for that either, so so if you want to know what I think, you guys can blow me. You don't have claim to it either. It's just the music in the game. You guys are stupid and really lame. Boy, I wonder if he's vindictive about it. Look, the fact of the matter is, you guys don't have any claim to that music either. And assuming that you do, and I'm wrong about that, which, you know, would hardly be the first time I was ever wrong about anything. Mega poop. Love this strawberry lemonade. There we go. Oh, so tasty. Then, the fact of the matter is, if you guys are going to go after me for something that I didn't even add, that was just a part of the game to begin with, then you guys deserve to have your monetization screwed with, just like you were willing to screw with my potential monetization. Even though, again, I didn't add that. And also, I don't necessarily monetize my videos. And, you know, just to be 100% open and honest, the reason why I don't monetize my videos... Strawberry lemonade, I'm sorry. But yeah, the reason why I don't monetize my videos is, let's be fair, it's mostly because I don't have a very big audience. So monetization wouldn't yield much for me. That having been said, it's... even if I were monetizing that video, I'd be really mad about that, because it wasn't my fault that that music showed up. I didn't add that. That was already in the game. I wasn't trying to be malicious or, you know, take the piss out of anybody. That was just the music that was already there. I had nothing to do with that mess. So, a little salty, but in the long run, not super mad about it or anything. It's just the strange reality of YouTube at the moment. That reality that insists that for some reason we're to blame for everything. Because, you know, how dare we... Pardon me. How dare we want to do something creative and put our content out on a website whose original slogan was broadcast yourself. Well, I am broadcasting myself, and now y'all want to punish me for it? Seriously, take your stupid algorithms and learning programs and get bent with that crap. Trust me, when Google's acquisition of YouTube first happened, I was not of the mindset that it was going to be a bad thing for YouTube, and boy, I couldn't be more wrong about that now, even if I tried. Even while I'm just watching myself play this, I'm really noticing the trouble I'm having trying to make good moves. Mostly because I'm finding the need to try to make defensive moves, but I don't have any available. But that having been said, this video is a little over an hour long for a reason, so don't worry about it. There we go. Perfect. So we're going to take some damage, but this is why we have Yum Heart, so we can mitigate some of that. Oh, another thing that got changed. If you take a tile and whirl it all the way around and then put it back where it was, it doesn't count against you. It's just like, oh, okay, you're canceling that move. Cool. So that's another good thing. Overall, the changes that were made in this most recent patch, I think, are very positive things. Very literally taking the piss here. So, yeah. The intended effect, of course, was to make me go, oh my god, I'm in trouble! But I just decided to try to mute the song and move on. Yeah, admittedly, that sort of threw off my groove. I think I'm trying to figure out what I can do to play around with the board a bit, I think. I could be wrong about that. My man's going nuts with his curses. And this is the point in which I realize I need to end this fight quickly. And there is a way that I can end the fight quickly. Matter of fact, I think we're ending it right here. Out of the way, eyeball. Yeah! And that's one boss down. Which one did I take again? I don't remember. Experimental treatment, okay. Now I just realized I could have taken Charge Needle and did a little bit of manipulating of Yum Heart to make things a little easier for myself. By the way, what does luck do in context of this game? I actually don't know. At the moment, I kind of just view it as a waste of a stat increase, but I could be wrong about that. I would prefer if I were wrong about that, honestly. Ah, that reminds me of another change they made. I believe hearts are, when you purchase them from the bonus room here, are now more expensive. Yes, I know the bonus room is called the Wooden Nickel. I'm just saying. So I believe the idea there is to try to prioritize smarter play so you don't always have to rely on just building up on hearts. That was a good critical hit. No, that's my news. It just makes me feel like a real YouTuber noticing that, somehow or another I'm being noticed. Not in the most positive of ways, but hey, it's still something to me. Now, I see a good move here. Does Past Me see a good move here? Yes, he does. The bones, they come for your soul. So hopefully future me will have access to some of these good moves as well. Or at least access to a brain capable of processing these moves. Rock friends! Rock friends! Woo! Every day they're falling on your foes' heads. Woo! So another thing that I've been playing around with, and this is something I've been thinking about since I brought it up when I was talking about my, D&D day, is what sorts of interesting character ideas can I come up with? Oh, I think I see what I'm going for here. And it's about time for something to come together, 'cause shit's getting dangerous! I swear the Mega Bone move is just... it's gonna happen a lot. Now, granted, that didn't clear out the board as much as I wanted, but it still did a good job. Punch the toilet paper, perfect. So, the idea that I had come up with the other day is essentially I've been playing around with the idea, and that should end the room. Unfortunately, it didn't activate Mr. Stink Cloud over there. 4 toilet papers, alright. But the idea that I'm playing around with is the idea of blending essentially either Fey or Halfling genetics with other things. And the idea that I came up with the other day is one that I'm really going to enjoy playing around with because, pardon me, because it's something that I've never really done before. And when I say that, I don't mean, oh, I've never played a Halfling before. No, come on. I actually enjoy playing halflings. I don't know why, but I've never been big on the I'm a big half-orc, watch me punch it into dust. That's not really my thing. I prefer smaller, speedier characters, and I tend to favor rogues and wizards. So when I do come up with an idea that's, a little different from usual, I want to hopefully find an interesting way to use it. And what I came up with this time, and, I have no control of whether anyone chooses to try to, borrow this idea and see what they can make of it or not, but hopefully someone finds it interesting. We've got a Mega Poop coming. Awesome. I love that earthen mana. I don't think that's supposed to be Earth. Shh. Rock friends! Woo! You're never getting that DuckTales theme out of your head. I'm just saying that right now. It's never gonna happen. Okay, I personally see a really good move here. Let's see if Past Me sees the same move. My guess is he doesn't, but that's fine. It's still a good run, but yeah, it's just one of those things where I could have gotten more out of 2 moves instead of doing the same thing with like 3 or 4 moves. Regardless, I still get the job done, as you can see. Alright, little tapeworm toilet paper monsters aren't slowing me down. Anyway, the idea that I had is essentially combining... I wanted to create a, like the anime cat girls, but I wanted to create it, first of all, like a halfling, and second of all, I was really hoping to create something I've never really played around with before. And in this case, what I came up with was a mole. So, part halfling, part mole. So, she's got big, oversized hands with big claws that she uses to burrow into the earth. To me, it's a very interesting concept because I've actually never played a burrowing character before. And I've played a lot of things. I've been playing Dungeons & Dragons since I was in high school. To give you some context, I'm 36 years old now, so that was a while. It's been a while. I see a Mega Bone move. I could just go for it. Oh, I think the problem is I only have enough to do the wild tile thing once. Alright, cool, I get it. So I've played all sorts of things. Elven Archer? Been there, done that. Halfling Thief? I'm even currently playing a Halfling Thief right now. Yeah, I've played, big, bulky warrior man. I've also played stealthy and stealthy, quick ninja woman. And everything in between. And because I tend to have a lot of fun with anime tropes, I've also... I think Tiny Dice would be my better bet here, but I'm probably never going to use it, just being honest. I've even played characters that have very unlikely jobs, considering their age, such as the anime high schooler, who for some reason has had 14, 15 different jobs, despite only being like 16. So I've played a high schooler who is somehow also a private assassin. I've played the high school character who is also a witch. So I've been around. Obviously, I wasn't aware that was going to happen. Okay, I know what I said about Edmund not wanting to create a puzzle game where it's possible to win just by lucky moves, but believe me when I say that sometimes that just happens in a game like this. You have very little control over that. I don't begrudge Edmund for it. I don't feel like, less of a person because I didn't design that super move myself. So I've been all over the place when it comes to Dungeons & Dragons character design, and yet somehow I've never created a character that burrows. I've done a lot of flying characters. I've done a lot of characters that... Well, I've done a few characters that swim. I've been all over the place with this, and yet somehow I've never designed a character that burrows. So I'm really looking forward to this design so I can see what I can do with a character that does burrowing. Also, because of, how moles work, this is about the only way you're ever going to get a halfling. Now, I think modeling clay is the better choice. It's interesting to have a halfling that can actually get a strength bonus. I know some of you are going, how is that possible? How did you... Well, I mean... You don't burrow through the earth without being somewhat strong, I'm just saying. That movement plus is huge. I love it. It's almost like the center pick is the best pick, like, all the time. Shikaka! Okay, what does luck do? There's a lot of things here that are only damaged via puzzle damage. And this is me now remembering, oh yeah, I get 3 shuffles per turn. And there's Captain Cursey Bollocks making my life that much more difficult. I'm sure you can all pretty much see what's coming up here. Smush. Those big moves really just make things so much easier. Give me my money. Now see, here I don't even want to take a spell, because I'm happy with what I have. Though to be fair, gaining +1 puzzle damage is nice, but I do think it's only for the room, so I don't know if it's really all that useful. My initial thought is, nah, probably not that useful. Here's another Mega Tooth play, 'cause that spell is the best. I love Rainbow Fingers. Maybe that's what luck does, it just makes it easier for things to just fall into place. Now, I personally see a move here. Does other me see a move? Oh, see, the problem is I need to be able to do the Wild Tile spell, and I don't have enough boogies or peepees to do it with. So, oh well. But I can do it again, and I'm hoping I notice that I can do it a second time. Come on, past me, you can do it! I'm guessing I didn't notice that I can do Bumbo Smash again. But that's fine. As said, the run is good enough. Even making a few mistakes, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. those of you who do watch the videos, going back to the previous topic, what sorts of interesting Dungeons & Dragons character creations have you come up with? Like I said, I tend to like magic users and rogues, but I'm not against the idea of an interesting fighter archetype. I just, would need to know about something interesting. Because, I mean, we've all done, Mr. Paladin, Captain Ranger with the bear pets. We've all been there. I'm looking for something interesting you can do with a warrior. And keep in mind, the edition of Dungeons & Dragons that I play, sorry for the chair fart, is essentially a super modified version of 2nd edition. So hopefully that doesn't throw people off, because I'm willing to listen to all sorts of ideas. Because it's not like you can't take some. Yeah, there's no reason not to do that. Come on, past me. Just do it. Oh, I see what happened there. And I don't mean that to disparage anyone. I legit don't have a problem with, 5th edition or anything like that. It's just not really my cup of tea. And part of that could be, issues with the DM that I had at that time. Part of that could be, the rules seemed too ultra-simplified for someone who's used to playing 2nd edition. Which, to be fair, it's called Advanced Dungeons & Dragons for a reason. I mean, hello. But at this point, the edition, what we're playing, really doesn't even feel like 2nd edition Dungeons & Dragons anymore. It's easiest to call it, like... And those who have played D&D with us will have a pretty good idea of what I'm talking about. It's kind of like 2.75 Pathfinder Final Fantasy Edition. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. And obviously because I had a good hand in creating the house rules that we use for that. Nice critical hit. But also just because it's a lot more fun than I think people give it credit for at first glance. They look at that and they go, wow, that's really complicated. But once you understand how the rules work and understand what it is that we're going for, it turns into a real blast to play. Your curse tiles don't scare me, even though I could get Mega Curse here. I've already gotten that achievement once, though, so don't expect me to go out of my way to get it again. So I just realized looking at this again, that past me could do the gain +1 puzzle damage. But am I going to do that? I think I just now realized I don't have enough to actually make a soul heart here. But it is also possible that you can gain a soul heart with 6. But I also think I quickly abandoned the idea, and perhaps a little too quickly. I wasn't aware I could throw things at the rock, so that was interesting. Well, that pretty much ended the idea right there, but it wasn't a bad idea. It was just one that was a little bit too difficult to put together at that time. funny. I had what it took to actually make... Oh, it is Gizarda. I had what it take to... I had what it took to make the... do more puzzle damage spell and didn't even try it. So that's an oops on my behalf. So I see a tooth move that I can make. Am I going to make it? No, I'd rather do a boogie. Now, I didn't think Gizardo was going to attack there, so I think that might be now coloring my perspective a bit. So now I've got wild tiles to place. I don't think it's the time to start placing them yet, though. Oh, and speaking of Dungeons & Dragons, I haven't started watching it yet, but I know that Pro Jared is doing his D&D-cember thing right now, which I've always been a big fan of D&D-cember, possibly because I'm just a big fan of D&D myself. So I'm interested to see where he goes with that this year. Ugh. And speaking of Pro Jared, I haven't really mentioned anything about Pro Jared in a while now. I think the last time I said anything about Pro Jared was during that whole, he cheated on his wife, and then, the underage people that he apparently groomed. Well, it's now come to light that that might not have been as honest of a thing as we all thought it might have been. And to be fair, I kind of fell for it hook, line, and sinker myself. I took the bait. I did not think that Pro Jared had gotten Me Too'd, and yes, he did. But my man was smart and kept all the necessary stuff to prove that he didn't do that. So, yeah, admittedly, I feel a little silly about that. And I think... I'm pretty sure he doesn't watch my videos, let's be fair. This man's got more going on with his time than, than to just sit here and watch a doofus like me. But if he is watching my videos, or if anyone he knows is watching this video, then, I think the very least I can do is offer my man an apology for essentially jumping on the whole Me Too bandwagon. Fact of the matter is, I am not the sort of person that cares about the whole Me Too thing. I really don't. Nope, create a boogie first. Now, I'm just now realizing I could have done something with that other wild tile, but I just plain didn't. So that's my bad. I'm also now realizing that I could have just dropped some rocks on him, or on her, I should say, and that would have had a greater effect than I probably realize. Super Bone move. It's gonna get you. That's sad. It didn't even touch the fly. My goodness. So, I mean, make of that whole situation what you will, honestly. But, yeah, it's pretty clear that he was struck by the Me Too. And I think it's sad that we live in a time now where in order to gain any sort of notoriety for yourself, you have to try to throw other people under the bus. That's not the sort of thing I want to do. That's not the sort of world I want to live in. If the only way you can feel better about yourself is by essentially trying to trash others, that's no way to live. That's just sad. I do very much enjoy getting spell damage up. I can think of something to do with the spell charge, with the charge needle. I think what I was trying to do is I was trying to see... I think ultimately I take the mana needle. Hopefully I use it on something smart. I don't remember. Let's find out. Use it on Bumbo Smash. I think that's smart. Do 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 do. And here we have to follow the golden rule of sometimes the simpler moves are the smarter moves. Also, I forgot that those guys do that, and the idea that they mana drain you every time you hit them really, really bugs me. By the way, I don't know what Doomed does, so if someone could... Oh, that's right, it makes it so that there's a certain spell you can't cast. Okay, I saw a big tooth move, but I think there's a reason why I didn't go for it. Never neglect your defensive moves. They are worth more than you can understand. Now, because this guy mana drains whenever you hit him, it's just going to make the fight that much more long and annoying. I think that was a misclick, by the way. Don't worry, those happen. Fortunately, I've got some defenses, so I have some time to try to form a better move. I don't know why I thought that was the better move. Come on, past me. Slowly but surely, we've got to work on whittling him down. So, my second attempt at making a soul heart, and I got screwed up again. And now the whole attempt is just bungled, so... yeah, that's time to slowly take this guy out. Okay, maybe not so slowly, since I can now just bumbo smash him. It's gonna be so much nicer being able to skip these item rooms if I don't want anything. I do like the idea of irritable bowel syndrome, though. Not like actual irritable bowel syndrome, that's terrible. It's a situation that, you know, some of us live through on a daily basis. No, I mean the item. I don't feel I should have to explain that, but... oh well. It's my bad. That's right, every action they gain more health. It's not fun. No, 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 no. Oh, we've got a Mega Bone move. Smart. See, he agrees. He's like, yes, that was very smart! I'm also just now realizing that just about anything that happens to these guys, they recover health from. So they get hit, they restore 1 health. They move, they get some health. They prepare to attack, they gain some health. Yeah, these guys are super annoying. I do not like them at all. I think the most apt thing I can call them is I think there's some form of flesh golem. And we harbor right back to the old D&D comparisons. Although, wait, it's not flesh golems that that gain health drain properties. I think that's blood golems. Well, regardless, you know what I'm talking. You have some idea of what I'm talking about, hopefully. So I think I'm just now learning that these guys have two different sets of resistances. I'm not saying, like, me personally, like, right now in this moment. I'm talking about past me. Yeah, I also wasn't expecting everyone to get an attack here, so that really threw me off. As you can see, that was super disappointing. Yeah, at this point I'm going, wow, I screwed the pooch on that one. But this is where the spell needle starts. This is where the mana charge needle starts. Not mana, but reducing the cost of that spell starts to come in handy. And I think I'm now realizing that I need to drop a poop in front of that guy before I destroy him, because otherwise he's going to blow up in my face. At least I'm hoping that's the realization I'm coming to. Yeah, they're kicking my ass. Down to 1 heart. Man. And he's up to 9 health. Now, in any other situation, I'd be looking at this going, I am screwed real hard. But I believe I have what it takes to make this work. I'm also at this point cursing the idea that I keep coming up with ways to fail my mega moves. Yeah, those are little gizzardas, so I'm guessing just gizzards. Admittedly, I failed pretty hard in that room. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get to use that again anyway. Alright, so let's see if I can remember how I took out Bygone without, resulting in failure. Because I know I did it. I just need to, watch and remember how. Hey, I get to punch him. There, you can see the sort of position I'm in now. Yes, birds. So here's the thing though, fighting at half a heart, I'm now realizing that I'm gaining huge attack power bonuses. So this fight will actually probably be over sooner than I expect. Yes, observe the board. Every time. It's like, I've got something! The game's like, I've got something else. Now, I can't see what's underneath the barf tiles, which is unfortunate. And I'm also realizing just how badly that can screw you up. But I'm pretty sure this is going to be the end of the fight here. Let's hit one of the flies. Then Bumbo Smash should finish the job. Another chair fart. Oh no, it doesn't finish the job, but it does make that guy pop up. I just have to hit him 3 more times. I was also hoping that would get rid of the curse tiles, but no, of course it doesn't. Yes, bird. You get 3 actions. That's not even right. Also, I'm aware that I might have been able to get something to happen with Mirror Mirror, but I'm not entirely sure how. Only gotta hit him twice, and it looks like that's gonna do it. And little ghosty boy is down. I don't even know why they give you coins for that. It's not like you're going to the wooden nickel again.
And with an extra hard badge, Bumbo crushed that dead boy to mush. Finally, Bumbo happy. Now Bumbo can be alone with coin. Bumbo hears something mean, something huge, something.
Isaac, who were you talking to? Where did you get that stuff? I thought I threw it out. He left us, Isaac. He's gone. He never loved us. But you get it? No, Mama, please. Isaac, listen to me. It's just us now. It's just us now, Isaac. You and Mama.
Alright, so I'm just going to leave it there and let you guys enjoy the Bumbo Got Coin song, which is coming up in just a moment. But I want to thank you for sticking around this long. I know an hour and almost an hour and 3 minutes is a long time to invest in a video, but I do appreciate you sticking around nonetheless. And I will be seeing you in a future video. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you.
Someday, Bumbo, lucky Bumbo, someday the Bumbo's a bad Bumbo. He got coin, and Bumbo lose coin. He gets it, he loses. Bumbo, what coin? Bumbo got coin. Oh, Bumbo got coin. He got it. Oh, he got the coin. Inside himself, he got the coin, yeah. Whoa! Don't you know it's a coin that he got? Whoa, yeah. Don't you know he's a wadi, yeah. Whoa, yeah. Bumbo got coin. He got that special coin that he smashed that dead boy and he got his coin too.